in the top 10.
Yeah, these are two teams that love to play tough, physical football. They're both two of the leading rushers in the state. They play good defense. We should have a great football game. Yeah, Millard North gets it done by the Fred Petito system, the wing bone. They're so consistent on offense. They move the chains. They eat up the clock. On defense, they're big, they're tough, they're physical. They play a physical brand of football that wears their opponents down, and they end up winning in the fourth quarter. Isaac Ockery is one of the best football players we see in this state for a long time. The #1 rusher in the state at 181 yards a game, the #1 scorer in the state at 17 touchdowns. He has tremendous footwork, just a prototypical option offense. He's very tough, a fluid athlete, a great leader. He is going to have all this offense go through him tonight. Well, Westside does a lot of the same things that Millard North does. Is they run the football. They run downhill, they hand the ball off, and they are big and physical up front, their offensive line. And on defense, they need to get off the field. It's very tough to stop Millard North. They need to stop them a few times on third down so they can get their offense on the field and use up the clock. Yeah, Harrison Jordan, you talk about a battle tonight. Watch Harrison Jordan versus Nick DeLuca. They're exact opposites. They are going to be in there banging heads. It should be a battle. And these two guys, we got to mention that Harrison Jordan is a lead blocker. One of the few teams that use a fullback. He's a lead blocker for Lane Yates, who is the #2 rusher in the state at 180 yards per game. So we're going to see a lot of running tonight.
Yeah, Easton Stick is obviously an experienced kid, but tonight he's out there acting like a freshman really as of right now. Right there, he needs to take this sack and just eat it. Sometimes as a quarterback, you got to just realize that there's nothing to go. Now, he threw that ball also behind him. He threw it backwards, so that was a lateral. If that didn't go out of bounds, the defense could have picked that up and ran it in for a touchdown. So right here, they brought a blitz, and the line just did not pick it up. Right there, you're dead in the water. Just take your medicine, go down, and work to the next down. And you don't want to compound one problem and make it worse. Yeah, Stick to Urzendowski. They consider this just a very wide handoff. Look at it. He's right there, puts it on the money, and it's just like a toss sweep play, except for you're out leveraging the defense. You put it in some of your best athletes' hands, and he goes out and gets the first down.
And that Turner Gaines.
And you see Fisher out there. He's not nearly as polished as Ockery is. Ockery's feet never look like they come off the ground. They're so perfect. But this kid is a little bit bigger. He's got some athleticism to him. He loves to run the ball here. And I wouldn't be surprised for him to get as many carries in this game as Ockery would have gotten. And this is where you might see a little bit of difference tonight in how the defense reacts to the quarterback handing the ball or faking the handoff. With Isaac Ockery's there, they're going to have all eyes on him. But now that they got this other kid in there, they're probably going to respect the handoff a little bit more.
Omaha Burke is 7 for 7 on third downs, Chris.
And that's winning playoff football. The big thing that is not on there is the red zone statistics. I believe, by my counting, that Westside was only successful on 1 out of 3 or 4 trips down there. Burke is successful on a better percentage than that. So that's a big difference in the game. Also third down. That's really big.
All right.
And now you go through, this is the play that these coaches have dreamed about all offseason. What's our best two-point play? This is your first chance to highlight this. They've worked on this play probably quite a bit. Yeah, this is tough. There ain't no easy way around this. You got to get this ball either in his hands or you got to get a blocker in front of him because he's going to get seriously hurt if he catches this ball. Now, he let up on him a little bit there because he didn't catch the ball, but holy cow, that was a big-time collision imminent. They are going to have to go for the end zone because last time they lined up for a field goal, it got blocked. So there's that doubt out there about whether or not you can protect the kick. So that definitely changes the offensive coordinator's mindset. We're here with our player of the game, RJ Urzendowski. You had 120 yards tonight on 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. Why don't you tell me what it feels like to get back to the playoffs?
Feels great to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, we could talk about what Westside did or did not do tonight. I think they played a pretty good football game. They just weren't able to overcome some of their mistakes, the penalties, the turnovers, the lack of red zone production. But the reason I believe that they were put in that position is because they played a Burke team tonight that was very, very effective. They made very few mistakes. They were very balanced on offense. You look what they did with their running back by Quorum. Emmerich, Adams, Cook did a great job at quarterback, Contreras running the ball, and also look at Logan Greer, who had a great night, a guy who, not that we didn't hear this guy before, but he never broke out on the scene like he did tonight. Burke looks to be in a position to go deep in the playoffs just like they did last year.